Hi everyone, I'm Chef Andre Fowles, Food Network two-time champion, and I hope that you're all keeping safe and healthy during this pandemic, and although we're all staying inside, it doesn't mean that we can enjoy great food and a great cocktail. All right, so today I'll be sharing two simple, amazing recipes that I'm sure that anyone can make. All right, but first, we're gonna battle Corona in our space. All right, first thing you need, some really great cleaning products, right? Because you want to make sure your space is properly clean and sanitized and make it safe before you start doing anything. All right. Then you need to wash your hands, proper and washing. I just wash mine for like probably at least 20 seconds. Warm water is best, and you want to make sure you're getting just get inside your hands, get inside the nails, make sure it's nice and clean. Then I suggest getting fresh flowers. All right, bring the outdoor inside your space, warm it up, just bring some vibe, just bring some energy, some positive energy during this tough time. Okay, and then of course you need simple ingredients to make these recipes. So let's escape to Jamaica. All right, let's do it. First and foremost, let's shout out the Jamaica Tourist Board, for kickstarting this series, just to spread some love around the world with some warm Jamaican sunshine and some positive energy. Sweet. All right, so the cocktail. First thing, we're going to talk about the cocktail. So I'll be making my version of a Moscow Mule, so it's going to be called a Jamaican Mule. Simple ingredients: dark rum, lime juice, some ginger beer, and what makes my recipe special, we'll be doing like a herb infused syrup. Sounds intimidating, but it's not. It's really, really simple. All right, and then for the entree, I'll be making a pepper shrimp pasta. A pepper shrimp with pasta. I love pepper shrimp, so I wanted to merge that Jamaican flair with some Italian touches. All right, so let's jump on the syrup. Let's get that out of the way. Very simple. When it comes to a simple syrup, so the ratio is always the same. It's 1 part sugar, 1 part water. Right. So in the bowl I have a half a cup of sugar. I have some fresh mint. Right, some rosemary, and herbs are that it's really, really fragrant right now. Then we're gonna add some ginger, some thinly sliced ginger, right? Slice that up, nice and fresh. And of course, you can leave the skin on, right? Because this is washed and ready to go. So no worries about that. Then we have lemongrass. I love using lemongrass. So you can just chop the top off, the base off, all right? And then you want to cut it again. You want to open it up. Then you want to use your knife to just pound it a little bit, just to open it up, just to get those juices out of the stalk. All right. So let's open this one up. And this, I tell you, this cocktail is so easy. It's so tasty with all these fresh herbs, these wonderful flavors. It's amazing. All right. So simple syrup. So I have my 1 part sugar inside, then I'm gonna add my 1 part water. So it's just a half a cup, right? And pretty much it's like making tea. So you're steeping these ingredients in your syrup, so you have a fragrant, very tasty syrup at the end. And that's it, so just give this a stir. And this is my simple take on simple syrup. So you don't need to put this on heat, so you wanna just have this sit and chill at room temperature. All right, so we'll set that aside for like maybe an hour, or less. And then after it's finished steeping, then you'll have something looking like this. Right, as you can see, it's nice and amber in color, it's darker, and it smells the mint, the lemongrass, that's amazing. So we'll have all of our ingredients for the Jamaican Mule cocktail. So once you're ready to go, that's gonna be easy. So let's move along to our pepper shrimp pasta. So to kickstart this, so we're gonna make a recipe for our pepper paste. So that's where all the flavor is at, but it's really simple. Let's multitask a little bit. So we're gonna cook our pasta. So if you have any pasta in your pantry, spaghetti, linguine, penne, it doesn't matter. Let's cook some pasta. All right, so here I have some boiling water. Rapid boil, so crank it up some more so you can see it's boiling. So we're gonna season this up. Maybe a couple tablespoons of salt, depends on how much water so you're using. So you want to taste the water. Make sure it tastes like the ocean, nice and salty. All right. So this is a 1 pound pack of pasta. So we want to use half of this. All right. So we're gonna do like 8 ounces roughly. Boom. All right. The rest goes down, and you want to give it a quick stir, just to prevent your pasta from sticking. And that's it. So this should take anywhere between 7 to 8 minutes. Right. So while that's cooking away, we're gonna jump on our pepper paste. All right, let's get back over here. All right, so food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you can use a blender, right? But this makes your job a lot easier. So for the pepper paste blend, we're gonna talk about chilies because we're inspired by Jamaican cuisine, and I love pepper shrimp. Every time when I'm back in Jamaica, the first thing I want to do is to snack on the pepper shrimp because it's so small, but it packs a lot of flavor. All right, so when it comes to Jamaican cuisine, Scotch bonnet is always key, right? But if you don't have Scotch bonnet, you can use habaneros, you can use Fresno's chili, you know, whatever chili that's available, right? So we want to cut our pepper in half, and you want to remove the seeds and the membrane from inside because that's where really all the firepower comes from. So you want to just remove the stems and all the seeds, right? Because you want more flavor than heat, right? Because chilies has a lot of nice flavor. Then you want to add 2 cloves of garlic. Then we're gonna do like a 1/4 cup of onion. So that's roughly like a half of onion, I would say. All right. So you want to remove that. Peel your onion. And this is like this recipe is so easy. It's utilizing some simple pantry ingredients. So you want to do like a rough chop, you know. So it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so that's good. I think that's a 1/4 cup. I won't use all of this onion because it's a big onion. So I think that's good. Then we're gonna do fresh thyme. So we're gonna do like a couple teaspoons, maybe 1 or 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme. All right, I think that's good. Very simple. Clean up the board. And then of course we're gonna be using some special ingredients over here. So this is roasted bell peppers, you know, and you know, so we're stuck inside, so we have to use simple ingredients. So usually as a chef I'll roast these fresh, but it doesn't matter, the jar is good as well. So so you want like a 1/4 cup of this, and what this adds to the paste is a touch of sweetness and roasted flavor. All right, and this is widely available, right? So you can get that anywhere. So that goes in. Then we're gonna add a couple teaspoons of paprika, and paprika is gonna add like a really depth of flavor, and of course some really good color. Paprika, play with me, come on. All right, let's open this up. All right, there we go. So a couple teaspoons of paprika. Oh, smells good. And then we're gonna add some cashews and Parmesan cheese. And the cashews is special in this recipe because it's gonna add a creamy texture to the sauce, right? And if you don't want to use dairy in any of your dishes, just double up on the cashews and take out the Parmesan cheese, right? So we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of cashew, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, and then some olive oil, you know, and then you can use any oil that you have. It's fine, corn oil, vegetable oil, and then always season as much as possible. Touch of salt and a touch of pepper, and I think we're ready to go, right? So we're gonna just give this a rough chop, you know, so we want it like a slightly chunky paste. So as you can see, the color is nice and red. So a couple of seconds, maybe like 15 seconds, depending on what it is you're using, and that's it. All right, so put this in the sink, please. I want you to. This smells ridiculous. I tell you, this is a flavor bomb. When I talk about flavor bomb, this is the definition right here. Like, look at that. And these are simple ingredients. Come over here. So let's move on. So we have our pepper paste that's ready to go. We're just gonna rest it right here. Let's check our pasta because we want to make sure that the pasta is perfect. We don't want overcooked pasta. We want al dente pasta, right? We want to make the Italians proud. All right. So you can see it's still firm. So I'll say another couple of minutes. So let's talk about our shrimp. So we're gonna crank our heat up to medium high. Make sure we have a hot pan. And then, so this is the beauty right here. So a fresh white shrimp. We have two different things going on. We have shrimp with heads on because we want the flavor from the heads, and then we just chopped up some shrimp, you know, because we want different textures once we're eating the pasta. So we want each bite to have a burst of shrimp flavor. All right, so again, try to season every chance you get, all right, because cooking is all about building on the flavors, all right. So never skip a chance to add flavor to your dish. So some little salt and some little pepper. That's it, because that paste has a lot of flavor, so we don't need much. So simple salt and pepper. So salt and pepper here as well for the chopped up shrimp. Salt and pepper for the shrimp with heads. You know, and again, I love pepper shrimp, man. It's so much flavor going on. So let's grab our oil. So gonna add some oil to the pan, and again, you can use vegetable oil, but olive oil is always best with your pasta. All right, not too much, just a tablespoon or two. So you want to make sure it's coming up, because you want to really sear these shrimp head, because these shrimp head are like really packed with flavor. But once you get high heat, it's all good. So we want to go with this. All right, so you hear that sear? All right, so that's what you want. So you want it hot enough to extract the flavors from the heads. All right, and what I'm doing, I'm just laying the shrimps in the pan to make sure that to make sure that each of the shrimps are properly seared. Instead of just throwing it in, I'm laying it all over the pan, so we're evenly cooking the shrimp. All right. All right. So always wash your hands. Oh, can smell it already. The shrimp, I get a nice roasted flavor. Smells really, really good. All right. Okay, hands nice and clean. So let's check on the pasta again. So you want to give it a quick taste test now. Just get in there. I'll say another minute or two. Then let's focus on the shrimp. Yes, it smells really good. So we want to watch your shrimp. You see, so it's turning like a bright pink. So that would tell you when you should turn your shrimp. So that guy, you know, so a couple more seconds, because we want to get a good sear on it. All right. Oh, look at this. So that's what we want to see. All the juice coming out from the shrimp. So that tells you, ooh, look at that good color. All right. So this is going to give you some really intense shrimp flavor, because the head, as I mentioned, is packed with a lot of flavor. So usually when I'm making pasta, I want to use shrimp heads. I'll just use a deveined shrimp with no shells and no heads. You know, but this is pepper shrimp pasta. So we're trying to just bring a lot more flavor to the dish. So then we're going to add a chopped up shrimp, because these are going to cook a lot quicker. All right. And I'll tell you, this smells crazy good. All right. So we're going to let this saute for another like probably 25 seconds, and then we're going to add the pepper paste. So look at that. That's just a natural color of the shrimp heads. You know, look at that. That's really good. This is smelling really good. All right. So the pepper paste, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons. Again, you can add less, you can add more. It all depends on how flavorful and how spicy you like it. But I think 3 tablespoons is perfect. And then the leftovers, you can put it in a jar, add some oil on top, put it inside a cooler. And this is your flavor bomb for whatever it is that you're gonna cook, whether it's chicken, meat, seafood. Save that for later. So you want to just gently stir. I tell you, this is heavenly. This is just serious flavor right now. It's so easy. So you want to gently stir your shrimp, because because you don't want to break the eggs off. You want to keep them intact. And oh my god, that's amazing. And then wine. You want a little bit of white wine. A dried white wine is best. You know, and also when you're cooking with wine, you want a wine that you would want to drink, not a cooking wine per se. You want a good quality wine to impart good flavor in your food, right? So for this recipe, it's best to use a dry wine, meaning that it's not sweet. All right, so we're gonna just reduce this a little bit just to cook off the alcohol. So I'll say another like 20 seconds just to get this going, but this is amazing right now. All right, let's taste our pasta because I want to make sure the pasta is perfect. Yeah, it's ready. All right, so we're gonna fold our pasta into the shrimp. All right, and of course, get some of the pasta water inside the pasta because that would help to make your sauce. You know, that's classic. It's a classic move. Want to give it a quick stir, and then, you know, we always want to cook healthy. So this is some baby spinach kale. But if you have spinach, that's fine. You can add spinach to it. If you have canned beans, you know, whatever canned vegetables that you like, that's fine as well. If you can find fresh vegetables. All right, and as you can tell, this is just looking so good. So again, gently stir, right? Fold your pasta to wilt your kale. Cooking is all about tasting. All right, so let's that actually no need nothing else. Probably I would say a touch of pepper because I like my pasta with fresh cracked pepper, but salt is good, spice is good. This is just a simple, amazing recipe, I tell you. All right, so this is done right now. So just shut that off, and then let's plate up. All right, we're gonna just give a quick swirl, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna just add a touch more of the pasta water just to make your, just to bulk up your sauce, you know, and just add more flavor. Pasta water has a lot of flavor because we season that with salt, so that's good. Then we're gonna add a touch of fresh palm just to melt with the pasta water and create a very luscious, smooth sauce. Oh, that's so give it a quick stir, very gently. Again, try not to break your shrimp, and we're gonna plate this up right now. And I tell you, this is like bringing a touch of Jamaica to your pasta, and you won't be disappointed because there's so much flavors going on, you know. And this is a way to just jazz it up. So look at that, fresh shrimp, you know, and the pepper paste was just simply done. And then you have these small nuggets of shrimp that you'll get on each bite with your pasta. Trust me, your family will be happy if you make this recipe. It's like you're transported back to the islands, you know, back to Jamaica. Wow. And then we're gonna hit it with some extra Parmesan cheese, you know, because I like extra cheese. And whoa, I'm getting hungry. All right, so, you know, make it nice, make it clean it up. Boom. So that's your pepper shrimp with pasta. Very simple, very easy. So let's clear this away, and then we're gonna move on to making this cocktail, which I tell you, it's the highlight right now. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna grab some ice from the freezer. All right, so let's always clean our area. Let's remove everything from here. Yep. Then we're gonna wipe this down, and let's move on to the cocktail. So very simple. All right, so the Jamaican Mule, very easy. So I spoke about the simple syrup, which we already did, very easy. And then we're gonna add some ice to the shaker. If you don't have a shaker, just build it in your glass, it's fine. But I like to shake. I like it when you shake a cocktail, you know. Then we're gonna add 1 ounce lime juice. Then we're gonna add 1 ounce of our simple syrup. It smells so good already. Then we're gonna add a couple ounces, I said 2 ounces of rum, but you know, I just had 3. You know, it's been that kind of a day, or a couple of weeks, I should say. All right. So then we're gonna shake. Again, very simple. I'm a chef, not a bartender. Don't judge me. I can't do it. I'm trying. All right. So very easy. So you want to get your glass and you want to add ice. Come on. There you go. Fill it up with ice, maybe halfway. Then you want to top this off. So easy. And then ginger beer. You hear that? Real Jamaican ginger beer. So top it off with some ginger beer, and that's a refreshing, fragrant, delicious cocktail. You can garnish with a little bit of, I like to get some of the stems on, not too much. Then you want to swirl with the rosemary, stick it in. Some fresh mint as well. And if you have lime wedge, that's perfect. And that's my version of a Jamaican Mule. Very simple recipes, very easy. Anybody can do this, but it's time for me to taste this food. First thing, let's taste a cocktail. It's good. That's amazing. I tell you. So the rosemary and the mint and the lemongrass, the simple syrup is what makes this recipe. So you have to do the simple syrup. So let's taste the shrimp. So this pasta, it smells ridiculous. All right, and as I told you about the shrimp, so you get a small nugget of shrimp. Let's try to get a piece of kale. So look at that bite. That bite looks amazing.